And I couldn't find like a clearer picture, but whatever.
Oh yeah.
Mayor
Lots of imagery in there. Yeah.
Tydell.
Lots of subliminal messages there. Depends on depending like my MAGA fans, all they see is a MAGA Republican. The black people see the devil.
Why is that? Like Mayor Tydell, right? Mayor
Uh-huh.
Tydell, P-Valley. That's one of my. I like the show. I really do. And I was upset, honey, that you wasn't in season 2. I was looking for you, and I was looking forward to that storyline. Can you just please? Can you say nigga the way Mayor Tydell said it? Be quiet.
Don't make him do that. No, no.
Yes, yes. I muted the judge. Go ahead.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah, come on. No, listen.
No, you don't
You
have
know,
to do
I'm
that.
ratchet. I'm ratchet ghetto.
We're perpetrating. You're perpetrating.
You're gonna have to pay me a minimum of $75,000 to do that.
Really?
Minimum.
Go for it.
No,
Now,
see,
stop that, Dana. Don't
he would
go
have did it, Judge, if you didn't intervene. He would have did it.
No, don't go there.
You know what? You know
No,
what's
now I
interesting?
gotta pay him.
You know what's interesting? And let's unpack this.
Mhm.
How much time do we have?
You got go ahead.
Let's unpack this. I had a 3-hour meeting with Katori Hall
Mhm.
because I had a tweet, and Nico and I, my good brother who plays Uncle Clifford, he couldn't believe I tweeted that. I said, "Well, you don't know me. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say." And I said, "I just read a script that totally offends me and scares me, but I can't wait to meet the creator to say yes to it because these people exist, but I've never seen this before. I know these people in my family in Houston, Texas. I grew up with the Uncle Butchie. I was playing Uncle Butchie, the gold tooth and the vulgarities and the colorful behavior and the preachers. I grew up with these jackleg preachers. I was just pretending to be them as a child. But interesting enough, in everything that I labored to show inside of this rough piece of coal, there was a shining diamond in there. I didn't write it.
Mhm.
And it's interesting enough when I was not invited to come back on the show and then re-invited only to meet my demise that the crew didn't even know I was gone. I had already had my season 2 wardrobe. But we're not going to get into the bones of that because I still have an NDA that I have to abide by with Lionsgate.
Yeah.
But I will say this, there was a whole big plan for that character and the other character, Autumn. There's a picture of us where she's in all white, but under her hat is red trim. I was in all red. Our characters was going to join forces, unbeknownst to the other main characters, to work to try to sell a casino. So they tried to tell that story, I think, and just have her do it by herself. Apparently, it wasn't as eventful as it could have been. But needless to be as it may, I think they're supposed to be coming up with a season 3 in 2024, which gives me an indication why it takes so long. If you're a hit show, I got like $70,000 in residuals after three weeks when we hit during COVID. Everybody during COVID was watching that show. It was the number 1 show, the largest money making show in the history of Lionsgate and Starz. And then suddenly I don't return and people are barely talking about it. Why is that?
Mhm.
Why is it that because of personal politics or personal issues, you're willing to destroy your property, which was so good, telling the truth? And all I wanted to tell the truth. And the fact that the characters being eulogized, well, you have extras, at least 30 of them saying that word, because I said it so colorfully and so beautifully. It was meant as an insult and a compliment in terms of our Black culture. So, no, I didn't write that, but I pretty much said it how she wrote it. That's how she wrote it.
Mhm.
NIGGUUUUUUUUUUUH. That's Katori did that. And now it's become iconoclast. Well, is that good or is that bad? I don't know.
I
Well, let
was.
history
Can I answer
decide.
that? Can I
Sure,
can I
yeah.
answer that? Because it's not good or bad. It's what I grew up seeing. That's why I related to it. I've seen a Mayor Tydell song because I'm from Jersey and I go to the South. I've seen them preachers in the suits. I've seen them in New Jersey. I've seen those
You
bright.
still see them in Memphis.
I still see them with the.
I'm sure Judge sees them in Memphis every day.
But that's what.
Oh, and then yeah, I told you about that one. Showed up in his pulpit after he left me up there to do his 11 o'clock services with that red pimp brand on, red suit on, red shirt, red tie, and he is a prominent R&B singer who stole $5,000 of my money cash to go coke up. And every time that fool sees me in an airport, he takes off running the opposite way. Literally. He gotten kind of big now, but he blew up a little bit, put on some weight. He gotten older, but you know who I'm talking about. Yeah.
You're gonna talk about you gotta retell that story again.
It right now. But yeah.
So yes, that is a part of our community that exists, and I do commend Katori for being brave enough and fighting Lionsgate to show that we're not being stereotypical. We're not trying to tear down the imagery of our people. Or just, the problem with us being subjugated and not seeing the full, the vast kaleidoscope of our peoples in this nation. We're not a monolith, right?
Mm-hmm.
To see all of us, we haven't had that opportunity until P-Valley and now Corsicana.
Mm-hmm.
To just tell the truth on what we've contributed positively, no matter how colorful, how we've been able to survive, and even to the character's defense, he would say that, hey man, I gotta, I'm working playing this game with these people down here. I gotta go to this cotton ball and kiki with these, racial epithets. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he was down for the people, and when you found out that he was using his own funds to give people who couldn't afford to pay their water bill,
right.
He was really, literally the Robin Hood of his community.
I was about to say that.
And that character would have, it was so much lost. It's unfortunate.
Hey, you know what? I agree with you. But right now, I don't think that series has any redemption to it. And I say this in terms of 35 or so years ago, I was on retainer to strip joints in the Memphis area, and a lot of my dancer clients would circle through what they call the circuit between where they're putting P-Valley down there in Mississippi and Memphis, Atlanta, and then down into Dallas and Houston and back up. And
don't judge him, Joe Brown.